Hi, Guy from Groovy Entertainment. Today's video is talking about all the Nintendo games that I had rented back back in the 80s and 90s. And I got the idea from Erin Plays. Because she was talking about Super Nintendo rentals from 1993. Now, I didn't really grow up. I never had a Super Nintendo growing up. And I only got a Sega when I was in my teens. So Nintendo was all I had growing up from the 80s up until the Sega age. And these was the handful of games that I rented from the video store. And after a while, when the video store were getting rid of his video games, he let me have them for like $1 or two. Now these are not the original games because I had sold my original copy and I had bought all my games back that I had back in the days. So the first game is Qbert, and I got the instruction book too. Now, Qbert was a game where you were an orange guy that had to hop on the blocks to change them colors, and then when you changed all the blocks into one color, you went to the next round, and then it got harder because you had to change the block to two colors or three colors. And I went to what Qbert was about. Let's see if I can show you some pictures if they have any pictures in the book. Yeah, see, and even the bad guys and good guys and everybody. Now, I don't know. I can't show you no real pictures because I don't know how to do that kind of stuff the way other YouTubers do. And the next game was 1942. Now this was an airplane shooting game where you were the airplane shooting, I think Japanese or German planes, and each round you had to shoot a bunch of airplanes to make it to the other side. And then they had a boss fight once you got to higher levels. Now this was a fun game. I beat this game about 4 times when I was little playing this. And this game came out, I think 19. It didn't come out in 1985, I don't think. I don't know. It could have came out. Nah, it could have came out in 1985. There's no year on this game, and no pictures really. That's kind of crazy that they got no pictures for the game inside the book. But this is the 1985 book, or the 1942 book. I don't know when the game came out. 'Cause it said 1985 on the back, but I don't know if that's because that's when the game came out for us. But it was a fun game. And it was a game I used to rent all the time at a mom and pop video store. Yeah, I didn't rent games from Blockbuster and stuff like that. That's why I got these games real cheap when he gave them away. Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout, where you would Bugs Bunny and you had to, I think, get to the other side of the round and everything. It was like a Mario Bros kind of game. You hop on enemies and stuff. Hit the instruction book. It came out in 1990, so maybe that game did come out in 1985. Let's see if we can find. Boy, the instruction book is falling apart. No pictures really. The only picture I got is a small picture in the corner. It looks like that. I wish I could show you better pictures, but this book don't got no pictures. And I played this. I never beat the game, but I played it a lot of time at the video store ready to get it. Mm, this is Mickey Mouse Mousecade. Now this was the first game I had rented way back in 1987, 1988. Oh, 88, 89, but around then. This was the first game I rented because I liked it Mickey Mouse, and it was the first Mickey Mouse game that I saw on the shelf. See, when this came out in 1988. So okay, so it had to be 1988. This came out, and let's see if we can show that. See, this game when you had to be Mickey Mouse and go for the round to save Minnie Mouse. Then once you say mini melts, I think it was two of you had to beat the game and stop the enemy or something. Hadn't played it in a long, long time. And I'd like to know real pictures. Yeah, I'm trying to look for levels, but I don't think I'm having any luck with that. No, no, no real pictures. But you had but Pete was the bad guy. Yeah, I never beat the game, so I don't know what the game looked like once you beat it. But I played first round, made the second round. Let's see, Wampum. I played this game a lot. This came out, I think I played this game in the 90s. Okay, this came out in 1991. So it hadn't been in the 90s when I played this. Now, I used to rent this game all the time to try to beat it. And let's see if we get any pictures. Now, this was like a Mega Man Mario Bird game. You go through the rounds, then at the end of each level, you get to pick your own level like a Mega Man. And you had bad guys like a Mega Man in a sense. There are robots, you had people. Let's see. No, but these was what you picked up in the game. Like I said, I don't got no real pictures up what's inside the instruction book. And like I said, I re-bought these games on eBay and video game stores like like GameStop. They used to sell Nintendo games, or all the regular video game store that are around that kind of do retro stuff. And one day I will do a Nintendo video about all my Nintendo games, but you get a preview of what I have. See, Legend of Zelda. I played this game a lot, renting it. It was the first Gold game that I had seen, and you're just I think you're Link trying to save Zelda. I never beat the game, but it was fun playing it. This is a big fat instruction book. See if they got any levels. No, mostly the only what they did, when they drew the pictures. Now I saw the cartoon when it came out during the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. I think it came on every Thursday or Friday. Here we go. Here's some games. Some stuff I can show you. It look like that. And I think nowadays everybody plays Zelda. This came out in 1986. I rented this in 1987, 87, 88, because you had to wait till games went to the video store to rent them. This is Jackal. This was a shooting game that I think you were in a tank and you had to shoot the bad guys down. It was like Commando, but you were in a tank instead. See if we get some pictures to show you. Yeah, here we go. Some black and white pictures, but it counts. These are all the different rounds I'm thinking. Whoops. Like I said, I can't show you real pictures. This came out in 1988, and I rented it in the late 80s, so it had been 89. Dr. Mario. Now, this game came out in 1990. And it was a fun game. It was like Tetris, but in Mario form. We had to drop the pills on the bad guys and make sure the color lined up and they would pop. Let's see if we got real pictures. Yeah, here we go. Look, I had it and I dropped the book on myself. There we go. Here's some color pictures. And if you played any of these games, leave it in the comments. And if you rented any other Nintendo games, leave it in the comments too. And as you see, I bought it at a video game store for $4.99. Now I think I got this at, can't remember the name of the store, but it was FYE. And I got this at the FYE store too for $14.99. And I used to rent this game a lot too. Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, when I was a kid, I got this game at KB Toy Store when it was like 29 bucks. Got it for my birthday, and it was the first high game that I had gotten. Most of the time, I had to wait till it got dirt cheap, but I got this game when it was high. Nowadays, games are higher than 29 bucks, but at the time, that was a lot of money. And this is, if you see that little picture, that's the game. I can't show you any more pictures of the game, but they didn't put too many pictures of the game in this book. Oh, here we go. Some more pictures. There's not too many of them, so it's hard to show you what the game looked like. But this was a different Mario Bros. Game because you couldn't really jump on the enemies. You could pick up the enemies and you could throw enemies, and you could be the characters of the game, like the princess, Luigi, Toad, Mario. But it was different than all the other Mario Bros. Games. Our next one, Glow Go 13. I ran this game a lot too. This was a shooting game and it had a lot of reading in it. That's all I remember of the game, but it was a good game. I never beat the game. Let's see if we show you any levels. Yeah, here we go. And this game came out in the this game came out in the 80s also. Now these games are dusty. I hadn't really played my Nintendo in a long time. And looking at these games for the first time in a long time, they could be worse. So I'm not complaining about the little bit of non-dust I see. This is Mappy Land. And this is just your mouse trying to collect all the trees. And that's it. When you get all the trees, you try to get to the other side before your time runs out or before you get killed by one of the enemies. And you go to the next level. Ah, here we go. Picture right in front of the book. And I know these pictures are black and white. I know they're probably hard to see, but they would be a cheap and they didn't want to pay for color. See a Roadrunner. Now this one, and I said this one did come from a video game store. It came from Video Trading Post, Vernon, Connecticut. Now I got this from a retro video game store. So this ain't my copy. I just got it used for $4.99 or $9.99. So somebody had it, rented it, and then they got rid of it. And no pictures, but just your road. I think you're a road runner trying to get from one side to the other side when I'm getting attacked by a wild coyote. That's all that is. It was not a fun game, but it was okay. Miniature 2. Now I rented this game a lot, and I beat this game a lot too. When you used to rent games, you used to rent games for like 3 days before you had to send it back. And somebody stick with this book together. Now I don't know how that works in the regular video stores, but in the mom and pop stores, you used to get it for like 3 days. And you paid an extra 50 cents. You got it for 2 more days. So you got it kind of for 5 days. And here's all the levels. It's kind of hard because they stick with the book together. I think renting games at the mom and pop store were like, I think it was like $1.50. They didn't charge much. Ninja Gaiden Part One, the first game. Now I rented this game once or twice, and then I bought the game. As you see, I bought this game for $5.99 at the FYE store. I don't know if that store is still around, but It's not around in my state anymore, but maybe other states got that store. It's not really real pictures, but the only picture I can see of the game. We got two more games to look at. Double Dragon 2. This game was fun and hard at the same time, but it was easier than the first one because I didn't know. I never played the first one until way after. Now I know I'm losing my sunlight. It's getting kind of cloudy outside. It seems they show some real pictures. Here we go. Like I said, this game was fun. It had a nice soundtrack, and like I said, I rented this game a lot. I got all three Double Dragons now in my collection, and the last one, Commando from 1980. I think it's 1985 with the yeah. This was fun. It was like Jacko, and instead you play as a green man. You could be a little army guy, but on the TV he looks green, and there's no picture to show you. And these were the games I used to rent when I was a little kid at the mom and pop store. And I got this at a used video game store for $6.99. I know you can't see the print because, like I said, it's getting cloudy outside, and my webcam ain't liking it. So I'll hold up a couple of games, and this is you could say let's think Aaron played for doing her Super Nintendo '93 rental, or I would never had the idea of doing this of my own games. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.